Hello, dear viewers. Today we want to share with you the stories of 9 actors from the film Naked Gun, 1956, whose fates turned out tragically. Behind the scenes of this iconic film, there is not only talent and fame, but also personal dramas, trials, and tribulations that accompanied these people. We will tell you about their life path, ups and downs, as well as how their last years turned out. Join us to honor the memory of these outstanding actors and learn more about the real stories behind the screen images. Willard Parker played Bryn Matthews in the film Naked Gun, 1956. His character was a key figure in the development of the plot, representing the image of a strong and courageous man who is not afraid to face danger. Bryn Matthews had to make important decisions, and his actions played an important role in the ending of the film. Willard Parker was born on February 5, 1912. Willard Parker's acting career began in the 1940s, and for many years he remained in demand in the genre of westerns and adventure films. However, in the last years of his life, his health deteriorated. Parker suffered from heart disease, which, unfortunately, led to a tragic outcome. On December 4, 1996, at the age of 84, Willard Parker died of a heart attack. Despite the fact that his health was weakening, he preferred not to discuss his problems publicly. His death was unexpected for many of his fans, as he was always known as a person with a strong character. Barton McLean played Joe Barnum in the film Naked Gun, 1956. Joe Barnum is a gruff but charismatic character who embodies the type of strong and confident man, often willing to take risks to achieve his goals. McLean brought his own unique skill to the role, making the character memorable and influential to the plot. Barton McLean, born December 25, 1902, was a famous American actor whose career spanned several decades. He is especially remembered for his roles in crime dramas, westerns, and war films. His rugged good looks and charisma made him popular with directors and audiences. McLean died on January 1, 1969, at the age of 66 from lung cancer. In his later years, his health had deteriorated significantly due to smoking, and the disease progressed rapidly. He had been battling cancer for a long time, undergoing treatment, but it did not give the desired result. Barton McLean died in hospital, surrounded by loved ones, leaving behind a rich acting legacy. Tom Brown played Sonny Glenn in the film Naked Gun, 1956. His character, Sonny Glenn, was a young and ambitious man trying to find his way in a world full of dangers. Tom Brown played the role brilliantly, giving his character both charm and vulnerability, which made him memorable among audiences. Tom Brown, born January 17, 1913, began his career as a teenage star in silent films and then moved on to talkies, where he continued to be successful in a variety of genres, from melodramas to adventure films. His career spanned several decades, and he left his mark on the film industry as an actor who was able to adapt to different roles. Tom Brown died on June 3, 1990, at the age of 77 from liver cancer. His disease progressed quite quickly, and by the end of his life, the actor was weakened by his constant battle with the disease. Despite his condition, Brown remained positive and spent his last days with family and friends. Tom Brown's death was a sad loss to the film world, as he was loved and revered by many viewers and colleagues alike. Veda Ann Borg played Susan Stark in the film Naked Gun, 1956. Susan Stark is an enigmatic and multi-layered character who brings intrigue and drama to the plot. Veda Ann Borg's expressive performance created the image of a woman with a strong character, which added dynamics to the film. Veda Ann Borg, born January 11, 1915, was a famous Hollywood actress who appeared in films and TV series from the 1930s to the 1950s. She had a varied career and played many roles in different genres, from comedies to westerns. Borg was known for her charisma and on-screen appeal, making her one of the memorable actresses of that era. Sadly, Veda Ann Borg died on August 16, 1973, at the age of 58 from cancer. She had been battling the disease for a long time, but the cancer was progressing and treatment could not stop it. Borg spent her last years away from cinema, focusing on her health and family. Her death was a blow to fans who remembered her as a talented and beautiful actress with a unique style. Chick Chandler played Shaky Wilson in the film Naked Gun, 1956. Shaky Wilson is a comic character who brings lightness and humor to the tense moments of the plot. With his natural charisma and comic talent, Chick Chandler made this role unforgettable and added more life to the film. Chick Chandler, born January 18, 1905, was a famous American actor who began his career in the 1920s. He starred in more than 100 films and television series, often playing comic roles, which brought him popularity. Chandler was a true master of his craft, easily moving from one genre to another. Chick Chandler died on September 30, 1988, at the age of 83. The cause of death was a heart attack. Chandler lived a long and eventful life, and his death was a blow to those who remembered his colorful roles on the screen. Until recently, he remained an energetic and optimistic person, continuing to communicate with friends and fans. Jody McCrea played the role of the young man in the film Naked Gun, 1956. Although his character was not central to the plot, Jody McCrea brought his share of charm and energy to the role. His image represented a typical young man of that time, and he brought freshness and dynamism to the development of the film. Jody McCrea, born September 6, 1934, was an American actor, best known for his roles in youth films of the 1960s. He was the son of famous actor Joel McCrea and actress Frances D., which predetermined his early interest in acting. Throughout his career, he managed to play in a number of comedies and adventure films, becoming an idol of the youth of that time. Jody McCrea died on April 4, 2009, at the age of 74. The cause of death was chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, caused by many years of smoking. In his final years, he suffered from severe breathing problems and his health gradually deteriorated. McCrea spent his final years in seclusion, away from Hollywood, and his death was a tragedy for fans of the classic films he starred in. Billy House played Judge Cole in Naked Gun, 1956. Judge Cole is a stern and principled character who plays an important role in the film's plot. Billy House, through his experience and acting skills, made the character of the judge authoritative and memorable, adding seriousness and gravitas to the film. Billy House, born May 7, 1889, was an American actor, comedian, and musician. He began his career as a vaudeville performer and stage actor before moving to the film industry, where he became known for his roles in comedies and dramatic films. House was a master of supporting roles, which often added a unique touch of humor or depth to a film. Billy House died on September 23, 1961, at the age of 72 of heart failure. His health had been deteriorating for several years prior to his death, and he retired from active acting. Despite this, his contributions to film and comedy left a lasting mark on Hollywood history. Billy House's death is a loss to his fans and colleagues who remembered him as a talented and energetic performer. Morris Ankrum played Sheriff Jim Jackson in the film Naked Gun, 1956. Sheriff Jim Jackson is a determined and courageous character who stands guard over the law in the tense atmosphere of the film. Ankrum, due to his experience, played the character with characteristic confidence and authority, giving the sheriff weight and integrity. Morris Ankrum, credited as Maury Ankrum, born August 28, 1896, was a well-known actor, especially in the Western and science fiction genres. His film career began in the 1930s, and he played many roles in popular films of the time. Ankrum was known for his ability to portray strong and strong-willed characters, such as military men, sheriffs, and judges, and his presence always added seriousness to the film. Maurice Ankrum died on September 2, 1964, at the age of 68 from heart disease. His health had deteriorated considerably in recent years, and although he continued to work, his illness soon took hold. His death was a loss to the cinema, as Ankrum was one of those actors whose roles, although minor, often had a significant impact on the development of the plot and the general tone of the film. Timothy Carey played Hartman in Naked Gun, 1956. Hartman is one of those characters whose presence adds a special poignancy and tension to the film. Carey handled the role brilliantly, bringing his characteristic eccentricity and unique acting style to the role, which made his character especially memorable. Timothy Carey, born March 11, 1929, was a renowned actor who specialized in creating flamboyant, strange, and often frightening characters. His career spanned several decades, and Carey left his mark on a number of cult films, including such works as Paths of Glory and To Kill a Mockingbird. He was known for his unique approach to acting and his ability to command attention even in small roles. Timothy Carey died on May 11, 1994, at the age of 65, from a stroke. His death was unexpected, as he had previously reported no serious health problems. Carey remained active as an actor and director for the rest of his life, working on projects that reflected his creative vision. His passing is a loss to those who appreciated his unique talent and contribution to the film industry.